Welcome to Thinking is Contagious. It is Wednesday, and we are in the middle of the storming of the Capitol by Trump supporters. And we are in the middle of watching conduct that I expect from BLM, I expect from Antifa, I expect from terrorist organizations, and I expect from the party of lawlessness, which is the left, the liberal left, the party that accepts and condones all actions and accepts all collateral damage in pursuit of the agenda of removing Donald Trump from the presidency. Having said this, the conduct today of this crowd is unacceptable. It is no different than what BLM is. It is no different than what Antifa is. It is an embarrassment and it is a disgrace. Donald Trump has let me down. Donald Trump, while he did tweet that support the police, we are the party of law and order, that's not enough. What you had to say was get out of the Capitol. Quit the stupidity. Quit acting like the left. Leave. We are allowed to peacefully protest, but this was not peaceful protesting. This was the storming of the Capitol. And they may point and say that Antifa and Black Lives Matter, what they did in Oregon and what they did in Minnesota and what they did in Wisconsin and what they did everywhere else, they may point to it and say, yeah, I don't care. One does not justify the other. This conduct is disgraceful. It's disgusting. And guess what, Donald Trump? I blame you. I blame you, and I blame you for the loss in Georgia. I blame you for the obvious result in Georgia being that many people that voted Republican during the presidential election turned and voted Democrat because of the actions that you have condoned and are manifesting themselves today. Doesn't mean that I'm taking back anything as far as who I think Donald Trump was as our president, the great accomplishments of Donald Trump, but he is reacting in a way to the wrong that is childish. What he perceives as to how he's been wrong, which I agree he was wrong. I agree that voter fraud did occur. I agree that it should not be acceptable. But guess what? Your conduct in response to it is childish and shows a lack of leadership, a lack of maturity, and a lack of common courtesy. You should have come out immediately and told these people, leave the Capitol, leave the what, leave. You are not to, in any way, shape, or form, harm property, people, anything. Peaceful protests. Your signs, you may gather, you may chant, you may do whatever you want. But what has occurred today is disgraceful, and it is BLM, and it is Antifa on the right side. Sorry, but I don't accept it. Sorry, but I don't approve of it. And sorry, but I blame you, Donald Trump, for what is happening today. I also blame Ted Cruz for instigating. I blame the Republicans because what they're done is they are late to the party. They knew all these infractions. They knew the changes to the voting criteria in all these states, and they had no fight, no legal representation to try to overturn it. After the fact is when this occurs. We are not a banana republic. The election was fraudulent, but this conduct afterwards is disgraceful. I do not condone it, and I tell you right now, Donald Trump, you have no support from me today as far as these actions are concerned. Like I said, your presidency speaks for itself. Your presidency is unequaled in my lifetime as to achievements and accomplishments, but it is certainly tarnished today on Wednesday, January 6th, by the instigating of these actions that your rally today led to. We are better than this. And while what's coming into the White House is a disease, it is nonetheless what has to happen at this point, because the counterpoints to it have been mishandled. The defense against it was mishandled. We turned the other way and allowed the left to do what they've done, to rig an election, to create voter fraud, and we allowed it to happen with very little fighting, thinking that it could be overcome. It was not overcome, and now we're paying the price. Sorry. And again, as I said, I am a Trump supporter for what he's done as a president, but I am not in any way, shape, or form a fan of what he has done today. Thank you.